So we have an exclusive from the newspaper. Rupert Murdoch's empire is leaning towards backing Labour at the next election. We well and truly have a changed Labour Party. The Murdoch's UK newspapers are potentially leaning towards backing Labour if Sir Keir Starmer maintains the party's strong lead over the Conservatives, sources close to the father and son media mogul say. Two senior sources familiar with the views of both Rupert Murdoch and his son Lachlan, who now runs the family media empire News Corp, following his father's retirement last year, so the pair are inclined to back Labour, but that there remains some scepticism within the boardroom over whether Starmer can sustain his lead over Rishi Sunak's party. Are there any Starmer supporters still out there? I mean, can you seriously defend this, or is this just grown-up politics again? Now, the reason given as to why the Murdochs are leaning towards backing Labour is probably going to be the same reason as what Starmers will say, and it's simply because, look, the Labour Party are well ahead, they're going to be in government, and the Sun want to back the winning horse. Do you know what? There's actually truth to that. The Sun and News Corp want to remain relevant. And if they back the Tories, who are undoubtedly going to lose, they'll feel as though this will badly reflect on them. They'll feel less relevant, which is kind of ironic because they're already massively hated. As we know, the Sun backs Tony Blair in 97. But, and it's a big but, that's not the entire picture. Do you seriously believe the Murdochs would have backed Corbyn when he was leader of the Labour Party if he had this lead? Of course not. Not a chance. Even when Labour denied Theresa May a majority, following this line of logic, surely the Sun would have at least been sympathetic to them, right? No, because the Murdochs would only go so far. They wouldn't endorse an actual social democratic party in any possible universe. The main reason is because the Labour Party is now a safe place for Murdoch to comfortably lend his support. Labour has signalled that it's not interested in redistribution, it's not interested in increasing taxes on the rich. Starmer has been pretty much engrossed within the establishment most of his career. If there's anyone who will challenge power, it certainly won't be him. Now, the Murdochs have said they are still angry over Starmer supporting Rebecca Brooks being charged. The News Corp executive also suggested a grain of bitterness towards Starmer still exists after he backed the prosecution of Rebecca Brooks, the chief executive of News Corp's London Operations UK. In 2014, after leaving his role as the Director of Public Prosecutions and before he became a Labour MP, Starmer said it had been the correct decision to charge Miss Brooks and other News of the World executives over the phone hacking scandal. Miss Brooks, who from 2000 to 2003 was the editor of the News of the World, which eventually closed down due to the hacking scandal and was cleared by a jury of any wrongdoing. I just want to say that new allegations came out against News of the World last year about the phone hacking scandal when she was editor-in-chief, so I don't believe she's innocent. I don't think you should believe she's innocent. I doubt Rebecca will be too keen on backing Starmer at the election as there's no love lost there, said the News Corp source. But she's the ultimate professional and she will also know what the readers of papers will want to hear when the election is close. I'm sure Rebecca and Starmer are both big enough to put their previous difficulties behind them. That they will, for the greater good. And the greater good is solidifying the end to any meaningful opposition in this country. And Starmer, Brooks and the rest of the Murdoch empire will have a nice, cosy relationship. In fact, they already have a fairly long relationship. Starmer's been hanging around with Murdoch for years, and since he became Labour leader, he's been trying to woo them. Keir Starmer had struck up a close relationship with the Murdoch media. Even before he entered politics, it can be revealed. When Starmer served as Director of Public Prosecutions from 2008 to 2013, he accepted hospitality from the Murdoch-owned media on 10 occasions, according to his hospitality register, seen by Declassified. This included 8 lunches or drinks with journalists from The Times, Sunday Times and The Sun, alongside his attendance at Rupert Murdoch's summer party and The Times Christmas drinks. As DPP, Starmer was treated to lunch by 2 editors of The Sun, the only newspaper editors he is known to have socialised with. Last year, Starmer caused controversy by attending Murdoch's party again, although it was not reported he had attended previously. So do you really think the Murdochs decided to change allegiances based on electability alone? Do you think, okay, well, Labour have moved to the right, and therefore right-wing newspapers feel more comfortable with him? It is far more insidious than that. Starmer has met with the Murdochs more than the rest of the British press combined. To me, this shows that Labour has become more right-wing because of the right-wing press, not in spite of it. Some people think that Starmer's playing a game. He's just trying to deflect attacks from a hostile press. He'll be more radical in government. I'm sorry if you still believe that, but prepare for your wallet to be severely inspected. No, this is supposed to be a relationship with a supposed party of workers working in cahoots with power, with the Murdochs in order to represent a government of the powerful, whilst potentially making some concessions for workers, which seems increasingly less and less likely we get under a Starmer government. This is just so bad for democracy. Even if you think that Starmer is playing a game, do you not ask yourself this? What kind of democracy are we in when you have to suck up to power in order to maybe change a little. I don't buy that either. I don't buy the facts that you have to go to dinner parties hosted by the Murdochs to win. I think 2017 showed there was potentially another way. But let's be honest here, Starmer isn't trying to play a game. He isn't taking these people for a ride, and then when he becomes Prime Minister, he'll be the most radical PM since Attlee. Sorry, but no. The people in power are just the ones he jams with. He's been embedded in the establishment most of his life. That's who he hangs around with. That's the interests he will serve. This is the final nail in the coffin of Labour, okay? Any chance that there will be a party that cares about workers, that actually wants to change things, is done. It's gone. And anyone who thinks otherwise, I'm sorry, but you're kidding yourselves. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and drop a comment. It's good for the algorithm, and I'm interested in what you have to say. If you're not already subscribed, please do, and hit the notification bell. You can also support this channel by becoming a member for 99p per month, and if you're feeling a little more generous, then you can support us on Patreon for £3 or £5 per month. This channel for a while has been uploading every single day, and it's quite a lot of work that is still voluntary and scheduled around my paid work. But I have so much ambition, expect in the future to see more variety in content, such as interviews and Vox Pops. But I want this to be a fully fledged media organisation where not only is this my full-time job, but to have multiple people working for Turn Left. I like to see a live show in the future, more content that delves into culture, history, and much more. But that can only be done if there's money. So please, if you can, support us in any way that's in your capacity. And thank you to existing members, subscribers, and patrons. See you next time.